Good day, everybody. Welcome to the Gen X Talk Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jab Shakur. And to the right of me, I got my buddy Mike.
What's going on?
And we got our man JB on the line with us today.
What's going on, everybody? Good. I'm doing good.
All right. Today's topic, the topic for the podcast is Inked and Empowered. We're going to be talking about things from body arts, tattoos, piercings, just pretty much anything, hoops, anything, beards, facial hair, body hair, and we just more want to, converse about, how things were back when we were younger, some of you Gen Xers, and, how we view things today based on things like that, employment, different controversies with employment, just random things like that. So that's our topic for today. So how you brothers doing, man?
Pretty good. Had a long night last night, but I'm good to go today. And as you see, Jeremy is not here. Where are you, Jeremy?
Yeah, man. So I'm in New York. I was in North New York in Lake Placid, and now I'm driving back down to New York City. So
New York City.
Get away.
Y'all remember that commercial?
Yeah, paste picante sauce.
Yeah, that was cool as heck, man.
Dude, it's funny because when you come up here to New York, and I was doing I was shooting a little movie role, and nothing big, but I was shooting some, and I'm actually playing a neutral accent, so I got to talk a little bit more like, enunciated. But man, I forget how Texan I really am when I'm out of Texas, because so the people that were filming this movie, they're all Long Islanders, and they all talk like this, like Long Islanders, and they're trying to get all my words to sound like, it's really difficult to sound like them, and it's hard, but it's just a different world up here. But I enjoy it, man. They're good people, and I don't really love the traffic system. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything special going on in my life, but I'll tell you this: as an Eagle fan, we're playing the home team this weekend, so I'm real excited about that.
What are the Eagles at right now? Where are they at right now? What's the record?
12-2. No, 10-2. I'm sorry, 10-2.
Damn. Yeah, are they going to go to the bowl this year?
We're like a game ahead of the home team. For those of you who are listening via elsewhere, we are based out of the DFW, Texas area, so our home team would be considered the Dallas Cowboys. That's in Arlington Stadium. And today or tomorrow, they're going to be playing the Eagles. So, yeah, it's big stuff, man. That's all I've been doing is getting ready for that. That's the highlight of my life.
The Dallas Cowboys of Arlington.
Of Arlington. How funny is that? Dallas Cowboys of Arlington. That is freaking hilarious. So you think the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl?
They have a shot. I mean, they have a serious, legit shot. I mean, they look every bit as good as they were last year, and
I'm going to say hell yeah.
And
if they stay healthy.
And the AFC doesn't seem to have anything to really compete this year. I mean, the Chiefs don't look as good as they were last year, and I don't even know who the best team in the AFC is right now.
Right. Record-wise, it would be the Baltimore Ravens.
And they're going to choke.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it out of the first round. So it's going to be someone who's not the Baltimore Ravens coming out of the AFC.
Man. You got the Dolphins. You got anybody can do it. Are the Steelers going to make the wild card?
I mean, if Kenny Pickett comes back in time, but as long as Mitch Trubisky's playing, they're going to freaking lose every game.
You all know who I got my eye on in the AFC, and they're not going to win anything, but I mean they're really like they're excited. The Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson, they're putting up a fight.
Yeah, Russell is looking like he's finally figured out how to play in Denver.
Yeah,
and they look pretty good. They do. And right
so
now, the AFC's wide open right now. The NFC, right now, the Eagles are running it.
I, I kind of feel the same way about the NFC. They're running it, but it's just still so close. Like, it's like,
What about the
People talk
Cowboys?
shit about the Cowboys, but they're pretty good right now.
Yeah,
I mean, Dak
playing.
is impressive right now.
Yeah, he is. I'll say that. Dak is looking. He's using his legs. He's moving the ball. Like, yeah, I give him his props. And I'm what people consider a Cowboy hater, for the simple fact that I'm an Eagles fan. But I give credit where credit's due. They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game tomorrow.
You think they could go to the Super Bowl?
It's a possibility.
You don't think
but
they
I'm
could
gonna
go?
say no, based on history. No. Well,
Yeah.
where I am right now, JB, with the Cowboys, because I'm the comments, but they're probably going to get on me. But I really believe that they're a decent team. I just need to see them perform against what I consider the top teams, the way they're performing against teams like the New York Giants. And if like if this week they come out looking like they've been looking the last 3 weeks against the Eagles, then yeah, we gotta put them in the top of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Cowboys are looking good, but they really haven't played anyone. I think the Seahawks are the only team they've beaten so far that has a winning record.
And they don't even have a winning record.
Yeah.
I think it's like 50-50.
So.
Well, we round up. That's what they taught us in school.
Yeah.
500 round
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, let's get into what we're talking about today. If the Cowboys win today, are you going to get a Cowboys tattoo?
Well,
Can you make that bet?
If they win, no,
a Cowboys
I would
fan?
never. No, I got an Eagles tattoo. I would never make those type of bets because I'll make the bet maybe to wear a jersey or something. You know, I'll do that. That's not. But to me, that's not a big deal. Yeah, now if you got to buy the jersey and everything, that's kind of a big deal. But
hey, y'all know my go-to question. Jab, would you get a Dallas Cowboys tattoo for $100,000? Jerry Jones said I'll give you $100,000.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'd keep it too. I'd keep it. Hell yeah. That's almost like they're paying me, you know, like an endorsement or advertising. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll probably try to get a little more for it, though. But, yeah, basically for the right amount of money, would I get one? Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would do that too. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
just a star.
Yeah,
and then after a year, I can cover it up with something else.
Shit, I don't know. I think you have to keep it forever for $100,000. If I was Jerry Jones, but $100,000, you better keep that thing on for life.
I'm gonna get a little more than $100,000 because I think Jerry can do it.
Oh yeah,
but I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Hey, Jerry is paying guys $40 million to play football. I think $100,000.
I'd say give me $1 million and I'll rock that bitch.
Well, you know, it's what's interesting. It's funny because it leads into this. There's a lot of businesses out there, believe it or not, if you Google this and research it, that are paying social media influencers to tattoo their business on their body.
Heck yeah, they are. On their vehicles,
and now that's unheard of. When we were young, that'd never be a thing. When we were like in the 80s, I mean, that would have never been like a reality of something I think that you would want to mainstream and advertise.
Yeah.
So think about how things have evolved just from a pure societal standpoint, where tattoos are not. They're really today. They're not taboo anymore. Pretty much everyone has one or wants one, and it's almost like, hey, you know, no, it's not a big deal anymore. But I remember being a young person, you know, young, like under 10, and I would see a tattoo sleeve, which was unusual back in those days, especially being born and bred in Fort Worth, Texas, and how my dad would be like, oh, my God, look at that guy. It's just filth. You know, he'd be like, that just looks like shit, just trash, you know. And I'd be like, damn, that's the devil. But now, and I don't think that myself, but you know, back in those days, you know. Yeah, but now it's just every day. Yep. It's not that. It's like, I'm actually shocked when I meet someone that doesn't have a single bit of ink on their body. I'm shocked.
Man, I'm like, gonna tell you something. And coming from an Islamic background, you know, Muslim people, they don't believe in like tattoos and things like that, supposedly. When you go to a tattoo shop and you see Islamic tattoos, it's like, you're right, man, everybody has them. I've never, you know, I never saw that. You know, you never would have heard of that. I would say maybe even 10 years ago. I never heard of it. But I actually seen like crescent moon and different things that represent like Islamic religion, and you can get they have tattoos of it.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of people who have Islamic tattoos that aren't even Muslim.
Yeah, they don't
And
really
that's
know.
pretty wild.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's like how the Japanese tattoos were a big deal back in the day.
Yeah, you know, what the fuck?
Like people had kanji and stuff. They didn't even know what the shit was actually saying.
Hey, I got it covered up, but I got one like on my leg, which I think is like kind of suspect now. And it was supposed to mean wisdom. And I always thought, like, what if it meant something else? I don't know.
I eat ass. Shit. Like, you just have that on your body.
Yeah, just
like you go to Japan and motherfuckers are going to laugh at you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, oh, there's another American.
You know, it's interesting because it really does say something about what generation you're in. Not. I mean, I know there's extenuating circumstances, but
Right.
when you look at a person and maybe you see that, you know, you see them shirtless or whatever because you're at a public pool or, you know, whatever the situation, and you see that they have the barbed wire wrapped around their arm, or you see the tribal tramp stamp at the small of their back, or you see the really interesting, you know, Chinese graphics and stuff in the tribal again, you realize, oh, this guy lived in the 90s.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's true.
This
Or
was
if he has a Cowboy Super Bowl tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair. That's good. Good one. Yeah.
Got him.
But, you know, yeah, it's kind of like shit, you know. I mean, but I wonder, you know, did we do shit like that in our youth and then regret it when we get older? I mean, you know, do y'all have tattoos you regret?
I don't.
I don't. Well, I didn't get a tattoo until 2016. That's when I got my first one. But I would imagine that if I did get a tattoo in the 1990s, I would definitely regret it today because it would have been some dumb shit for sure.
I got my tattoos from the 90s. They're all pretty cool. I covered up one, so maybe. But, and it was not a woman's name.
Now that's the crazy
What would you?
shit.
Getting the women on your or your lover on your fucking back, and then on. Well, so here's my thing. So I was married, you know, for 18 years, whatever. And when we first got married,
Or whatever. 18 years or whatever.
18 years, you know, but I got married young, right? I was like 20 or 21 years old, and I got 2 tattoos on my body. Period. Both of them were inspired by her.
Oh.
One of them is a 4-leaf clover, and I have an initial of my 3 kids and her initial, which is S. And then on my left shoulder, on my right shoulder, you know, I have the yin and yang, you know, the little circular yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
I only have half of it. Her favorite color was purple. So the little dot is purple, but the black fill-in, or the rest of it is black. So she has the other half, but she got remarried, and she turned her tattoo into like a peacock.
Oh, man.
She got it converted. I'm like, yeah, mine's still there because I don't want to do shit to it. I'm either going to get it removed or leave it the way it is. You know,
Yeah.
I forget it's there. I don't ever see that part of my body.
Yeah. So we're talking inked and empowered. Oh, let's speak a little bit like about, you know, how this stuff really represents you. And if anybody else is listening, if you have any comments, and we're not just talking about tattoos either, because I know, Mike, you have some piercings.
I don't anymore. I had some piercings.
Yeah, well, I know somebody out there. People have piercings, things like body hair. I mean, you know, I'm mainly talking about women, because back when we were younger, you know, you had the stage where women had hair under their armpits. Women had, you know, not trying to be a man. It was just, I guess, they didn't want to shave or something.
Yeah, but see, in Europe, that was actually a big thing,
Mm-hmm.
like, all along. Like, the French, they never shaved their armpits. Like, you didn't see that. And they didn't, I mean, they were hairy people. Italians are the same way, you know. In America, I think shaving was a bigger deal. But now you're starting to see that come back a little bit with women who aren't shaving their legs, who aren't shaving under their arms, or not, you know, keeping things trimmed downstairs.
Oh, yeah?
And a lot of the ones that I've talked to that practice that say that it feels empowering, like they're standing up to the patriarchy, and that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about the armpits.
Yeah, I don't know if I could.
You know, I don't mind a little stubble everywhere else or whatever. I mean, as long as you don't look like that,
You know what?
it's all good.
Yeah, something I wouldn't have had back when we were younger, even if I could grow it, was a beard. I always had long hair, either locks or, and basically I had a head full of hair, and I would never have had hair on my face, even if I could grow a beard back then when I couldn't. I wouldn't have had one, and now I think I would always have a beard. I don't know what I would look like without one. At this point, I don't even want to know. Sure. But I know that made me feel good the moment I could like grow hair on my face. But I thought I was big shit.
I still struggle to grow a full beard. Like this is as good as it gets for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and that's a weird thing too. Back in the day, I mean, it was the hair on your head. Like if you had, I mean, for a guy, if you were a black guy, long hair, braids, dreads. I mean, hell, even going back to the Jerry curl, bald heads didn't really become cool until Michael Jordan made it cool.
Yeah, he did.
And well, you know, I was gonna say I look like a toe if I shave my beard. I mean, seriously, my daughter's like, and my girlfriends and stuff, people, they're like, dude, you're never gonna. I'll just own you if you shave your beard. And it is true. Like you talk about the word empowerment.
Yeah.
I definitely get more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like more of a command whenever I have my beard on. People take me more serious. They really do. Like my face, when it's neat and I have a beard, it transforms more masculinity to my presence and lets youth, and it really does work. I mean, I wear it not just for look, I do it for that reason, and it does work.
And I remember my college days, speaking of beards, and being in college, they prepare you for interviews. And back in, I'm going to say 97, 98, 99, you would have actually shaved. You didn't go into an interview. You know what I mean? Before you went to an interview, you wouldn't have wanted any facial hair. And now it's like people go to business meetings with big beards as corporate Americans. I think that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of places that have these really antiquated old dress codes that kind of try to stick to the old days. Like, I actually have a coworker who has a gigantic beard. He looks like freaking ZZ Top, kind of. I mean, it comes down past his titties. But it's a cool fucking beard. But I know he gets shit from the home office because of it. I mean, I don't think they mess with him anymore because they know he ain't gonna shave, and he's a good worker.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from ladies with tattoos because that's another thing about me. I've always been kind of, I don't want to say sexist, but definitely not fair because I love tattoos on me. But women with tattoos is something I don't know, it look manly. And I've met women, they say, well, how you don't like tattoos and you got tattoos? Like, I guess it's like as a man, you kind of like things on you, but you wouldn't like on a woman. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like a dick on a woman. It's just sometimes I don't know. I never it just always looked manly to me. But as I'm getting older and I'm seeing it more, I'm not having an issue with tattoos like women in tattoos. But I used to. I wouldn't have talked to a girl with like a sleeve or something in my younger days.
I don't think I ever had a issue with tattoos on a woman. Now, I will say this. There was a time in my life where I was not a fan of having tattoos on your boobs. I like those ink free.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I mean, I don't. None of it is an issue anymore. Like I freaked out. Like I had a friend of mine who told me she was going to get some tattoos on her boobs, and I was like, no, don't do that. Keep them natural. Put the tattoos somewhere else. And she did it, and I was like, oh my god, you did it. But they're still fucking gorgeous. So.
Yeah. My daughter got a tattoo the other day. Well, I don't even know.
Shit.
Yeah. I went to go visit her. I bought her a little plaque thing or whatever. It had a little custom writing on it. My Facebook followers probably saw it. Anyway, I took it to her, And while we're sitting there talking, I met her at her job, and on her shoulder, I could kind of see something. You know, when you get the new tattoo, you had like the little Vaseline, the little ointment stuff all on it.
Right.
I could see that. I was like, hey, tonight, did you get a tattoo? She was like, yes. And I was cool with it. But it almost kind of hurt my feelings because she didn't tell me. And I was surprised that, like, me and my daughter talk about everything. Like, she tells me, I can't think of it, but pretty much I know all of her moves. So to know that she got a tattoo and she didn't even say nothing, I don't know. I just, dang, that kind of hurt my feelings. Like, she's really growing up. But yeah, my daughter she's 18, and I look like something like a little flower with her name on it. And it's kind of up on her shoulder, collarbone area. It's covered with her nursing smock on, but I could see it enough to know she had one. So yeah, that hurt my feelings that I didn't know about it.
Oh, it only hurt because you didn't know about it. But think about, like, when we were that age. I mean, my parents would have had a complete and total cow if I walked in the house with my first tattoo.
Yeah. I was excited about mine. I was telling everybody.
Oh, yeah. My parents would have flipped the lid. My dad would have. My mom would be like, well, I guess, whatever. But my dad would have been like, oh, it's just trashy.
My dad's probably the same way now that I think about it. Those are things like, since you get out the house, I'm about to get.
Yeah, I think, man, a lot of kids, it's like their way of saying, hey, I'm grown. I can go ahead and defile my body. I'm not saying that it is that you're defiling. I'm simply saying in their mind, they're like, hey, I can do what I want now. I can put this on my body and no one can say anything. It's like a freedom of, yeah.
Inked and empowered.
You're right. I think, but it's not, and some people, and this may sound very judgmental, but some people try to be unique by getting a tattoo, and then you realize the shit they got is about the same as what everybody else got. So it's like you're not fucking unique if you have that really weird tribal, that really cool design, or that really neat Chinese lettering, or you're not different.
Yeah, if it's not, you're not different. Made, it's
yeah, you're just unique, just like everybody else.
Yeah. And it's like, so,
number
you're proud of it.
Number 76 right there.
Dude, it's like, how long does it wear? In other words, how to phrase this? When does the novelty of having it wear off? Like I could tell you with my two, it wore off a long fucking time ago. I would have never gotten them but not that I dislike them. I just don't see the point in them. I wouldn't have gotten them if I could look, in retrospect.
I was addicted to tattoos, so it was like every week, every day. Like for a while, I just went and got tatted. Like, I don't know. It was like going to the club or something for some people. For me.
Damn.
But I know the last tattoo I got, I want to say was maybe 5. I don't remember how many years ago, but when I got it, it hurt. I'm talking about it hurt. It was annoying. And that's when I realized, like, I don't know, I've gotten too old for this. When I was younger, I actually liked getting them done. Like, I got excited about it. But I don't think I could even sit through a session and get a tattoo right now. Just that that noise, it'll get on my damn.
How many do you think you have?
If I say individual, I mean, I don't even know if the cameras can pick me up. I don't know individually, but I've kind of made so many of mine turn into one. You know what I mean? Like, I combined them, but
yeah, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, my body is like I'm pretty much my arms, my chest, and back. I got several, and I don't know how many. I know at one time I went like every week and got a tattoo, or as soon as one healed, I got another one. I know I did that for a month. I would say like 5 or 6 in a month, maybe. I don't know.
Do you think, like, what percentage of your body is tattooed?
Waist, I'm going to say 25%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I never realized that.
Like, I got her chest, stomach, but it's not my full back or full stomach, but yeah, pretty much my upper body. I don't have but, like, I think one on my leg, but I didn't really get into leg tattoos.
So tell me.
Becky chiming in. I have a bunch of tattoos, but she has one that she regrets and got covered, but she still loves them all. Oh, and thanks for checking us out, Becky. I only have one total. Like, I have the one on my collar, and I got that kind of to honor my dad because where I have my tattoo, he had a huge scar where he was stabbed as a kid. He was 14 years old, growing up in Arkansas, in a small town in Arkansas, and some kids jumped him while he was walking to school one day and tried to kill him, basically. And he had that scar, like, right on his chest his whole life. I used to see that every day. Matter of fact, I'll show. So when he passed, I got a tattoo on the same place where he had that scar. And this is the only one I have.
What is your tattoo? What is your tattoo of?
Endless knot. It's a Buddhist symbol, actually.
Oh, okay.
But
damn.
That's the only one I have. So, I've been thinking about getting another one, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I know you fellas both don't have a lot of tattoos and probably not visible, but maybe if even anybody that you know, have you ever known anyone that you feel was discriminated against because of tattoos? Like, let's say for a job or babysitting kids or something. I don't know. Like, but have you known anyone that you actually knew personally that, you know, went to tattoos and body art that was actually discriminated against?
Absolutely. So a good friend that I grew up with, and he wouldn't care. He'd be on the show and talk about it. His name is Scott, and good guy. I've known him for a long time. Little guy. He's like 5'7", 5'8". But his entire body, I bet he's 80% tattooed at least.
Yeah.
And he has his face is tattooed. He has the word damaged on his forehead. He's got like all these characters like Jack Sparrow and the Joker and Batman all over his body. Like if you spin him around, you'd feel like you're watching an animation show. You know, it's like he's got so many tattoos, and he's actually a nice guy. You know, but he can't get any regular work. Right. Nobody wants to hire him for any kind of real work because he does. I mean, you know, unless he gets like a warehouse job or labor job, he's not going to be in an office environment. Not typically because he's too. Yeah, he looks sketchy. Like
scary,
okay,
he does.
You say he has tattoos on his face?
On his face, he's got the word damaged on his forehead. Oh. He's got I don't know.
He is damaged.
Okay, when you got the word damage tattoo on you, okay, I can see employers giving you a second thought.
That's what I'm saying. But he's not, he's never been a felon. He's never been a hardened guy. He walks like he's tough and shit, but he ain't nothing like that. Yeah. I mean,
I know a lot of youth like that. I know. I used to make children. I'd tell the boys it was real popular. A lot of men, they want to go get little teardrops and just stupid Lil Wayne stuff on their face. And I tell them, that looks cool for those rappers and football players. Certain people, they get that, but they get those things once they've already become who they are. And I always encourage. I still to this day encourage any young person that I deal with, to not get tattoos on their neck or face or certain things like that. It's just. I'm not going to say that it's right, but it's a standard. And, when you want to work for someone, you kind of have to play by the rules. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Pretty much everything goes except when you start putting them on your face and neck.
Right.
You can have tattoos anywhere on your body. I mean, my boss has like a full sleeve, and it's not even a big deal.
But when he went on his interview, he probably
he
wore
did.
a shirt that was covered. Yeah.
I mean, and everyone has tattoos now. But yeah, putting them on your face and head, I mean, that's still a big deal today. That's still something that's going to be kind of looked down upon. They're going to look at you like you're kind of crazy or something.
Well, the most legendary face tattoo is Mike Tyson's, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he was the first person I knew of that had a tattoo on his face.
Yeah, it probably made him popular. That's what I'm saying. When you're in entertainment or you're an athlete, rapper, anything like that, things like that don't get you in the situation that it gets common everyday people. So that's the difference. He's Mike Tyson, but if it was me or you, it wouldn't work. it's
Yeah,
it's
and
weird, but it's just
and it's
what it is.
like
The people we
it
idolize
is.
and do things that we can't.
That's true, and I'm glad you say that. That's a great comment you just made. Honestly, that's revolutionary
It is.
because if you're right, dude, I so agree with that. If
Yeah.
people, especially the younger generation, would just freaking realize that,
Right. Yeah.
it would keep them from doing stupid shit
Yeah.
because celebrities do stupid shit they get by with.
And they get popular, and that's what I mean. It's even, and I know this is not about tattoos, but just look at I heard a rap song the other day, and this guy's talking about all these women he's sleeping with and all these babies he's making, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like when not listening to the words, you're just bobbing your head like, yeah, I like that, but I'm 44 years old, so when I hear the words, I can distinguish that. Man, this is some bullshit. But you think about
Right.
an 18-year-old or 20-year-old young person, and you go out and you have a bunch of baby mamas or mess with all these women and impregnate these women. Think about how bad your life's going to be. Like, you're going to be broke. You're going to probably risk catching diseases. Like, there's so many negative things that happen to people in real life when they do these things that celebrities do. And so that's why I always try to, what I call separate, the meat from the bone. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at people,
Yeah.
you got to separate the meat from the bone. And it's like, that's just one of those things. So, yeah, it goes for tattoos and all, but I don't know, man. I'm glad for mine, too, I guess.
Yeah, and I was thinking, back in our days when we were younger, I think one reason why tramp stamps are popular or were popular was because it was the only tattoo you could get and hide. And back then, you had to hide every tattoo you had.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of young girls got little butterflies right on top of their butt cracks and all these other little designs because they're easy to hide when you're at school or at work.
Right.
But then you can go out to the club, you can wear your little half top and, show it off a little bit. So how many 50-year-old women?
Hey, that's another thing that changed. You just brought something up. The clothing with the tattoos. Because, girls, back when we were younger, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, women wore jeans and pants. They almost came up to, like, their navel. You know what I mean? The pants were, now pants that are made, they kind of make like a V, the waistline.
Yeah.
It kind of makes like a V. So, like a girl wearing a pair of jeans, they kind of, she's not sagging, but they kind of hang off her hips. But back in the day, they came up. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like
even
they
that
used
shit, like I just, because you actually do see tramp stamps now more, in regular everyday clothes than you would back when we were wearing the big polos.
Because it was a bigger.
Jeans are made different.
Yeah, that is true. I think we are seeing that those are different nowadays.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of wonder how many 50-year-old women right now got tramp stamps that they've had on them since they were like
18, 19.
18 and 19.
Yeah,
Well,
I damn near all of them.
let me repose that question. How many 50-year-old women that have tramp stamps are fucking worn out?
Yeah.
Have lived up to what that word means. Think about that. If you're 50 and you got a tramp stamp, I don't want much to do with you. When you were 20 and you had a tramp stamp, it was fun. It was sexy. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But when you're 50, I'm like, that's a notch I don't want to go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is looked upon a lot different. Yeah.
Oh, no. We can play if you're 50 and you got a tramp stamp. Yeah.
Well, are you saying if they've been having it since then, or they just went and got it?
Now, if you're 50, you just went and got a tramp stamp, then I'm gonna be more questioning that.
I think I'd rather have a 50-year-old that just got it than had it since 18. Because think about how old that motherfucker is. Think about girls our age that they got those things young. Those things are getting wrinkled, and think about their body change.
Okay, my things are getting wrinkled too. Hey, we can still party. Becky,
Mike,
I'm 47 and I got a tramp stamp. Hey.
how long have you had it? How long have you had it, Becky?
Yeah, how long have you
Her
had
name and all just goes along with all of that. Becky.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Becky, look at her butt.
Becky, look
She's the person that's got to be the stereotype.
No, Becky's great.
Yeah, I believe it.
She's my former co-host when we did the Rule 34 podcast. So nice to see you hanging out with us today.
Hello, Becky.
Curious to know if Becky's had she's 47. I'm curious to know how long she's had it, and then I'm also curious to know how many notches she has. Like, let's just lay it out there.
Okay,
You know, she been with one or two guys, or she been with.
Damn,
She
what kind of
said she
question
was
that woman
27 when she got the tramp stamp.
Oh, she waited.
And all you need to know is
All right,
that
so
she was
20
the co-host for the Rule 34 podcast. So
That says it all right there. Google that.
That's what I'm saying. So
our motto
So-
was "Be a hoe."
Google that.
okay, so we're talking. So far, we're it lives up to its stereotype.
And
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some virgins out there that have a tramp stamp. Oh, Becky is a long-term relationship kind of girl. And Susie wants to know how many notches you have, Jeremy.
Me?
Yeah, you. Are
Shit.
you used goods? Are
You know what?
worn out?
I would
community
say,
dick
I
motherfucker.
honestly, no one's gonna believe this, but I'm like at 5 or 6 in
Are
my
you
life.
fucking shitting me?
I swear to God, over my life, dude, I was married for 18 years.
That don't mean nothing.
Okay, fair enough, but I'm giving y'all some
You gotta
connotation
remember,
behind it.
and
I was,
before then, he smelled like a dog.
Yeah. I know.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
at like maybe, I'm like at maybe.
Okay, I know
No,
people
I
who
think it's
banged out
funny.
20, 30 chicks while they were married.
Well, fair enough, but I'm just giving y'all like background. Now I'm
Man,
like
we
at
need to
maybe
start that
maybe
Let's Eat
6.
segment, and we need to ask me how do I feel about what he just said.
Said you got.
Bull-
Not talking
Bullshit.
about it.
Said you got that
No.
DVD.
No. We're talking about how many people I've had sex with. We're not talking about other shit.
Head counts too.
What's Bill Clinton? Yeah, she did.
Oh, my Bill
What did
Clinton
he say?
activity?
What did Bill Clinton
Fine.
say? She didn't.
I'm probably at a good 30. You know, if we're talking about being dirty, I'm at but now I'm talking sex. I'm at.
You know what?
6 or 7.
Let's get back to tattoo. Y'all are confusing me now.
Yeah.
When y'all say 30 being dirty and 5, 6.
No, okay. I'm talking about like anything that doesn't. Okay, I've only fucked 6 or 7 people, but I've gotten blowies and fucking hand jobs and shit from probably somewhere around 30.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, fuck. That's I can't get any more clear than that.
Hey, check this out, lady. I'm married. I can't fuck you, but you can jack me off.
No, dude, it wasn't. I've been divorced
Hey,
now almost
baby.
4.5 years.
Blow me.
Well, I may not be 30.
So
I may
basically,
be
about
closer to 20.
every 5 blowjobs, you get the fuck to.
Okay. Enough on Jeremy's sex life.
That's our next topic.
I hope
Notches.
that answers
Our next,
Susie's
our next show is
question. Susie
called
knows.
Notches. How many notches do you have?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go here then. Okay. You've only been with 5 or 6 women. How many of them had a full bush? We're getting back on.
Yeah, we're getting back on topic.
I can tell you one thing that is on topic. I've actually literally been with a woman that had a tattoo near her bush.
Oh, yeah. I'm scared of him, too.
Oh, I knew it.
Well, I didn't know.
That had
Yeah, I
didn't
bet you
know it
that
was
would
there.
scare me.
that had the Superman symbol above her stuff.
Damn.
Like, oh, so you real proud of yours.
Man,
Man of Steel.
yeah, that's the thing when women with shaving and not shaving and all that. Like, I don't know how I feel about none of that. I guess just whoever I'm with, I'm going to tell them I like it, however they are.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a vagina, so I'm gonna have fun either way. My thing is, you can shave, you can be bald, you can let it grow out. What I don't, oh god, we're getting all the way into this topic now. What I don't like is stubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be all the way in or all the way out.
Yeah, I think that's how I would feel, too.
Okay, don't have a cactus down there. That's
Yeah.
all I want. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way. Even a woman's body, like legs or anything, like if you rub on them, I'd rather have hair than like that. How your beard feels in the first
Right.
Yeah, that shit. That is like you're rubbing on a man.
Yeah.
I bet you that's.
I mean, yeah. You know, that's my point of view. You know, and if you want to feel liberated, you want to grow hair out or whatever. I mean, me personally, I don't mind hair on a woman, except for the armpits. I don't know why, because you can be the cleanest person in the world, but if you have hairy armpits, you just look like you stink. I don't know what it is, and that goes for guys too. I mean,
Mike, you have taken a lot fucking more weird shit than hairy armpits. I just want to make that known.
I don't really look at people's underarms to really notice. I think a girl I would if she was like laying back on the bed or something. But
I'm looking at the armpits first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I ever really. I'm gonna
start
noticing armpits now. Like looking, I never.
As long as
I'm saying even a guy, I never even look. No.
I mean, a little bit of hair is one thing, okay? You can't just be Italian with it, if that makes sense. You can't have the pale white skin and have this thick, hairy, black beard under your arms. And I'm going to just be okay with that.
You know what a lot of women do? They get their hair like laser removed, and then what they do is they tattoo like their eyebrows. And they're tattooing permanent features to accentuate their body, like their lips, their eyeliner. You know, that's and women. And what's interesting, if they do it right, it looks great. I mean, they wake up always looking made up, and I think that's powerful for women because women. I don't know, you know, if every woman agrees, but I do think a woman's femininity and beauty is probably their greatest strength and power.
Yeah.
And being able to maintain that permanently by way of tattoos, and even listen, even a further, and I'd love to hear y'all's take on it, but you know, cancer patients, breast cancer patients, you know, that get their areolas removed and stuff, and they get them tattooed on. A woman's breast is not just sexual, but it's part of their identity and their mental, psychological well-being. Mm-hmm. There's a great empowerment in a woman being able to maintain her womanhood. You know, through these types of you know, cosmetic enhancements.
Man, that's something I never thought about. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I actually have a friend who went through breast cancer, and she actually has tattooed nipples, and I mean, they look like the real thing.
Do they poke out?
I don't think they stick out. I mean,
well, you don't think
they can?
Like
no, they do. No, they do. They have implants. They have They have nipple implants, and they tattoo around them. They really do.
Yeah, that's what.
No, they do have those. And, yeah.
Now, another thing I've seen
that's pretty damn cool
that I think is a little bit less cool. I mean, it's for whoever likes it, but I've seen women like tattoo their areolas into heart shapes or stars or whatnot, and I don't know, man. I guess, you know, to each their own, but it's not hot to me.
Yeah.
I just like it natural, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a piece of me that was against breast tattoos back in the day is still kind of feeling that way.
I'm a big believer when we talk about tattoos and stuff. Listen, I don't have anything against women having tattoos, and I'm attracted to a woman that she can have tattoos. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
but I don't think women need any more help being beautiful. Women are just beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't embrace it. They have too many insecurities, or maybe they're mistreated, or you know, somewhere in their life
they're trying to fit in with what they think society wants.
This is true.
Yeah,
that's what it really comes down to.
But a woman is a masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
He's a masterpiece. I mean, look back. Look at the Renaissance. Yeah, I mean, statues and paintings. I mean, there's men as well, but.
Wars. Yeah. Every war is over women. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's drugs and other stuff, but it's over women. When they go to other countries, you fuck their women and you take over. Like, shit, that's what it's all about, man. Freaking woman.
Yeah, well, that's what motivates.
Yeah, they have power.
They do, but every man, you know, and we get, you know, we talk about the word empowerment. and we're talking about, tattoos and body art and body work, I just feel like women need to hear this from a man. And if you guys agree, they don't need that to be a woman. They don't need that. No, they don't. No. And I'm not saying it's bad that they do. I'm not saying,
I get what you're saying. The same way I feel about with like hair weaves and a lot of different stuff that women go do. I would look for a woman that looks good naturally before I go look for a woman. Like if she was an 8 natural and she was a 10 with the extra stuff, I would take the 8 natural. That's just
man.
I like natural beauty over a bunch of cosmetic stuff.
Well, while we're talking about tattoos, I have a story to tell.
Go for it.
I have a story to tell about a man who loved his wife, and one day he went out and he got a tattoo on his penis, and it was his wife's name, Wendy. But you could only see her full name when he was erect. All the rest of the time, it just had WDY on his penis. So him and his wife went out on a vacation in Jamaica. They went to a nude beach, and he came across a Jamaican man who also had a tattoo on his penis that was WDY. And the dude was like, hey, what a coincidence. We have the same tattoo. Your wife's name must be Wendy as well. And the guy just looked at him and was like, no, what do you mean? He said, well, you have WDY, I have WDY, but when I'm erect, mine says Wendy. What does yours say? He said, well, mine says, welcome to Jamaica. I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah. That's some funny shit. That might be a good ender right there, Mike.
That shit was funny. Man, that's a wrap up the show. Joke.
Hey, if you guys want to, we still have one more coming up today. But you know what? Let's drop a little bit more here. Got one more thing I'm gonna throw out here.
Let's go.
Because we've talked about a lot of this. We haven't really gotten into the piercings. And, okay, everyone who saw the last episode knows about my piercings. But when did you get your ear pierced? Did you guys ever get your ear pierced?
I did. I think I was 18 years old.
I did not. I've never had any piercings.
Yeah, I did. I told the story. I got my ear pierced. And then someone came up after that and started saying, if you have your left ear pierced, it means you're gay. So that's when I went and got my other ear pierced. But I thought having both ears pierced was for girls and one was for boys. So I just got one ear pierced.
It was so weird that there were rules about your sexuality based on your ear piercings.
Yeah.
And then at some point, that shit just went right out the window, and everyone had piercings everywhere. I remember when tongue piercings were popular. Like, there was a point where everyone I knew had their tongue pierced. And I was like, hell no, dude. That shit. I mean, and everyone said, oh, it didn't hurt that much. No, I don't like biting my tongue.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. And then I went out and did what I did, which I guess for the people who didn't hear, I went out and got a few barbells in my junky junk.
Yeah, certain things I just won't do, and that's one of them. Piercings, and I get my ear pierced, that's it.
It's gross to me to think about tongue piercings and nose piercings because of all the fucking nasty shit that passes through that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to, like, kiss a girl and feel that because I feel like I'm eating her fucking lunch from a week ago, or like, her damn nose piercing and they take that shit out. I'm like, damn, give me a fucking surgical pair of tweezers and move that motherfucker. It's like moving a damn silver booger. It's like...
Well, I'm sure if you get your tongue pierced, you still got to brush your teeth.
Yeah, you're still brushing it like you brush it, yeah.
No, I know it's probably a psychological... I mean, I get it, but it's just... But it is. It's like, to me, it's not... Yeah, it's not it turns me off, really, like, especially when you see all these women walk around with the bull ring, what do you call it, the little bull ring thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
In their nose. How in the fuck is that sexy?
Yeah.
I'm like, that is not sexy. You look fucking silly. I'm sorry you do. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, do it, be it. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying you're a bad person or anything. But I mean, you don't look fucking sexy. You don't.
Well, you can tie a chain to it and drag her around by her nose ring. I mean, hey, that's a kink that some people are into.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
never
no,
liked those things either.
As far as nose rings
I don't
on a
get-
woman, though, what about like the little Tupac nose ring?
That looks like a booger, too, from the inside.
Those look like. Yeah, I agree with you, and they are nasty because I feel like
I'm
they're
thinking my
gross.
daughter got
I mean,
one. I think she did. I think I noticed that, too. I ain't gonna lie. She did.
those are more subtle. Those actually don't. When I see that, I'm like, whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. You
I
got
think that's cool.
cool. Yeah, but it's not.
I just think
It
that
doesn't-
when you see it from the inside, it can fool you. The
Right,
stuff from the inside.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
But have you ever met a woman? Come on, be real for a minute. Have you guys ever met a woman and you went, "Oh my God, she's got a bull ring or a fucking Tupac, whatever nose ring. I got to be with her. She's so hot because of that."
No.
No.
But nothing
No.
that you put on or did to your body. Like, I've never said, hey, your eyelashes are amazing.
Yeah.
We're hooking up.
Yeah, I don't think I think what you said was correct earlier, that women need to know, like, they're just beautiful naturally. We don't care about
They
half
are.
the shit that they go do, and I think that's like we say when you talk about empowered. When women do things, now not all women, but one thing with men and women that I think is different is this: we want. If there were no women in the world, I've told women this, we wouldn't even take baths. We would probably wear the same clothes every day. We don't give a shit. We like to look a certain way to attract women. I believe when
Exactly.
women go get these things, they're not getting these things because we think they look. They actually, it makes them feel better. Like she
Right.
goes and gets her hair done, it makes her feel good. And I think we just have to accept that men and women see things just differently. Because I don't, man. I didn't. My daughter saw my hair the other day. I think and told me my hair was growing back and it starts looking rough, and she told me I look like DMX. And I went home and shaved just because of that. But like, if she hadn't have said that, I would have walked around all week until I was going somewhere important. I don't really give a shit. I think that's the difference. A woman, if she's walking around with her hair looking crazy, she's not going to feel right. It's about her own self. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I do think that women tend to do it to make themselves feel better. I think that they ultimately know that men don't really care. Like, we don't care about your nails. We don't care about...
Dasher don't like the lashes. I don't like that shit.
Let me jump in here. I think we care, but we care about just look clean, look together, but you don't got to look all glammed up like a motherfucker.
Right.
Like I said, I'm looking at your armpits first.
When I say we don't care, I mean far as us and ourselves, we don't need all of that. Women, they have to do those things to feel good. I don't know what it is, but it's something about going and getting their hair done and looking they don't feel right if they don't. I heard a woman say she wasn't even going somewhere because her hair wasn't done. I was like, you can't just home it yourself so you don't miss it. Like, no, their hair not done, they're not going. I would have went. Free food?
Nah, dude.
Shit, I'm
Yeah.
going. Fuck my hair. I'm gonna throw a hat on and we out.
Like, women who... Like, okay, I get that you do it to make yourself feel good, but sometimes, especially if it hinders a date, like, you don't want to go swimming because you got your hair done, it's like...
Yeah.
That's almost a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, me too. It's like a woman don't want to work out. Like, she gets her hair done on Thursday, so she can't work out Thursday. She wants to look good through the weekend. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
people
hot.
who want to sleep in a chair.
Yeah, sleep on her side and shit.
It's a little high maintenance.
Yeah, you can't have sex because she
You
don't want to
know-
mess her hair up. Any of that kind of shit. Man, fuck all that.
Dude,
No.
or they don't want to I don't want to wash their fucking head because they put their fucking weave in, and then a week later it smells like complete fucking nasty, and it sheds all over your damn bathroom floor, and you're fucking slipping on it. Yeah, I'm a little I get a little irritated.
Hey, y'all, well, we're going to wrap this show up.
All right, y'all.
Man, it's been fun.
Hey, so check us out on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, or check out our podcast. We drop new episodes every week. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, everywhere your favorite podcast platform or whatever is. Check us out, like, subscribe, do all that good shit.
And if anyone out there wants to get a Gen X podcast tattoo, I will not give you $100,000.
I'll give you $5. Okay? Get a Gen X Talk podcast tattoo and show it to us, and I'll give you $5.
And I'll get you a therapy fucking session. That's what I'll do. Guess what?
Hey, we're putting that out there. Get a Gen X Talk podcast tattoo, and I'll give you like $5 and a pack of cigarettes.
I'll even pay for it.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to pay. Okay, he'll pay for it. I ain't paying for that
ain't
shit.
Gonna cost that much. Yeah, we can do it.
Do it on Friday the 13th when they have the $10 deals.
Do it on February 29th and I'll pay for it.
Absolutely. Well, until next time, y'all, we are out. Bye.
Peace.